So this project has been a real production based on you, the viewers, and your comments and what you would like to see. It started out as just one of those crazy ideas you don't tell your wife about. Next thing you know, it evolves into its own little project that you just can't let go. So, originally we started off with a winch motor, and that worked pretty good. And that winch motor we ran off of a regular little 24-volt controller. And I'll include in the description a link for the original video building that. And that worked out pretty good. That setup actually was capable of about 30 minutes worth of drive time. Took about 2 hours to charge the battery, and it would haul along a garden tractor trailer filled quite easily. So on the other end, things progressed also. So we started out with this original battery pack. Just a small battery pack like what you would power up your Power Wheel with. And that worked pretty good. Like I said, got about a half an hour of run time. Took about 2 hours to charge on 24 volts. That worked pretty good. From there we upgraded even further. We went to these batteries. And these are about twice the size, twice the capacity, and twice the runtime. So we could get about an hour or so worth of driving out of these. But the problem is it was slow. It was really slow. You guys complained a lot about how slow it was with the winch motor. So yet again, we upped the ante. And I purchased a 500 watt motor, and I hooked it up, and I made a special coupler for it, and I included a video on how I did that. That'll be down in the description also. But you guys still were not happy. It was still too slow. Redneck Computer Geek, it's so slow. So you guys complained and you said, hey, we want to see 36 volts. I like the idea of 36 volts, but I didn't like the idea of 36 volts on these. I like the idea of 36 volts on this. It's $140 worth of AutoZone 190 cranking amp lawn tractor batteries. They're wired up in 36 volt. It actually puts out about 38, but the controller is set up to handle it. Seems to work perfectly fine. In line with this, we also have a active PTO switch off of a lawn tractor. Go figure, I'd have a lawn tractor switch. It's a PTO switch. It's made to handle higher amperages when you're dealing with an electric clutch on a lawn tractor, so that should work. Otherwise than that, this 36 volt setup wires in exactly the same as the 24 volt did. So if you watch the original video, this is wired up exactly the same. So we've got a motor rated for 48 volts. We've got a 36 volt controller. We've got 36 volts worth of batteries. What do you think? Is it going to go faster? Is it going to be more fun? What kind of runtime do you think we're going to get out of all this cranking amperage? We got 190, 190, and 190 worth of cranking amp here. And we're going to take it for a test drive. Now, if you're new to the build, the transmission does fully work. The brakes do fully work. The brakes actually do stop the tractor. It does still have neutral, and it uses the original transmission. Turn our battery box on. Turn our controller on. Slide it into forward. Give it just a little bit so it sets the gear, like so, and then enjoy. So I'm pretty sure after about 15 minutes worth of horsing around with this and playing with it that I just fried this controller. Let me see here. We got our Seek thermal. Let's see what kind of reading we can get. Oh yeah, look at that. My Seek thermal says, I don't know if you can see that, that it is 118 degrees Fahrenheit on the outside of that thing. So we can see right there, the switch heated up. The switch got to, all right, so we got 115 degrees, and the switch got to 104. The batteries are stagnant at 80. What about the wiring? The wiring hit 95-ish. Let's see if I can hit that. Yeah, the wiring got to 94, 95 degrees. So we definitely need a controller that's better than this one. And we should be able to get this back up and running. Alright, so if you're on YouTube, send me an email. If you're on Facebook, feel free to post a link down below. Let's share some ideas. Let's see what we can do with this. It's all up to you guys from here.